How y'all doing?
Brandon, you really, obviously starting kind of between positions and being winning quarterbacks, you really solidify yourself as a really strong cover guy in this league. What's kind of, do you view this season as kind of keeping that reputation going, kind of maintaining the standard, or are you looking to elevate it in some way?
Yeah, I think the mindset going into any year, every year, is to elevate the standard. Take it up a notch. Last year, nobody cares about last year anymore. So I got to continue to prove myself each and every day. And earn the right. Once again, to start.
How does it feel to be like an established guy, especially on a day like today when you don't have any of the other returning defensive backs for the most part, no Marlon, nothing. So how does it feel different out there for you?
Yeah, like you said, some of the guys aren't here. So it's my job as well as some of the other vets, take charge, take lead, lead the guys through these practices, especially the young guys. We got a lot of young guys. Just to show them the way.
Brandon, I remember when you got drafted and you played cornerback in college, but they identified you as an NFL safety at the time you got drafted. We saw you out here playing safety last spring, and then of course going back to corner. Do you remember, how did that conversation go about with them last spring? Like, hey, can we move back to corner? What do you think of that? How did that all take place?
Yeah, just doing what I was asked to do. Obviously every guy wants to be on the field, so wherever the opportunity is at, you'll take that opportunity. I had some safety reps, I think the first practice of this week out there. So, I still got to stay on top of my safety stuff. Can't fall asleep with that. But yeah, just doing what I'm asked to do.
And it does seem to be kind of an opening in that area with Geno Stone gone. I know they like to use Kyle Hamilton in a variety of ways. Have there been anything about you potentially being a hybrid role?
Haven't had talks about that. The coaches know, they can plug me in anywhere, if, need be. But no, we haven't had any conversation about that.
Brendan, this team is known for taking care, drafting, developing, and taking care of their own, re-signing guys. You're at a stage of getting closer to the end of your rookie contract. Have you voiced interest in extending with the team, or have there been any talks about that?
Not really. I'm kind of letting that part aside, be handled by my agent. But yeah, personally, I'm not, focused on that right now.
Brandon, what have been your impressions of Zach Orr now stepping into the defensive coordinator role, and any wrinkles he's put on?
Yeah. Zach, he's been doing great, man. He brings that fire each and every day. And he demands, a lot from us. He demands perfection, and so that's what we're chasing. He says it every day. But yeah, he's doing a great job.
You talk about elevating every year. What are some of your goals for this season for you?
Yeah, man, just dominating each and every game. Whoever I'm covering for that week. I want to dominate. Whoever it is. And so that's really just my goal. And come out at the end of the season, being a top corner in this league.
How much did last year's success, how much of a boost does that give you going into the spring that you can do it, you can play at that level with the best wide receivers?
Right. Yeah, it's, once you, get out there, get your feet wet, for, a season long, going into the next season, you know what to expect. You've seen the different concepts, and so it just allows you to play faster, and with the success last year, it doesn't mean anything going into next year. I've got to do it all over again. So that's what I'm excited for.
Brandon, there's been talk about reconfiguring the summer schedule, maybe eliminating OTAs, having a longer ramp up to training camp. Do you like it the way it is, or would you like to see it tinkered with a little bit? Or?
Man, I like both scenarios. Obviously it'd be good to have a longer break, and then once we're here, get it going. But whichever way it goes, we'll all be ready for it.
Is there something to be said, especially since you've been with this team for years, is there something to be said about getting here in May and June and having connectivity with teammates or connectivity with coaches? Would it feel like a long time if you were just away from January to June or early July?
Yeah, if it does go that way, obviously it'll be the first for everybody. So it'll be out of the norm to be away for that long. But you just got to take the onus upon yourself to stay on top of, the playbook, stay on top of your technique, stuff like that, and, and be ready once we get back.
Right, we know about the size and speed of Nate Wiggins, but besides that, whether it be off the field or some other aspect of his game, has there been anything about the rookie that stands out to you?
Yeah, man, he's so you said the top two things right there. His speed is crazy. I'm trying to get some of that myself, but no, he's doing a great job in the meeting rooms. Asking the right questions. Always trying to learn. And you could tell he's kind of hard on himself. But you like to see that. With the young guys.
How's his golf swing?
His golf. I saw him on his phone a lot. I ain't seen him get I ain't seen any swings from him.
What is it like getting both him and TJ Tampa in this draft coming into the room? Both of them highly regarded by obviously the staff. And I guess, did you watch the draft? Did you see them get drafted?
Yeah, I saw. Yeah. What was the question? I'm sorry.
Just like, what is it like for you having two highly regarded cornerbacks drafted and coming into the room with you guys this year?
No, yeah, it's it's awesome. Having guys that can come in and can play. We all know it's a competition out here, but we're trying to help each other. Me personally, I want everybody to succeed. And so just building camaraderie with the guys, with the young guys, and just helping them within this career. It's been awesome.
Brandon, you mentioned stepping into a leadership role along with the other vets. Is that something that you embrace and feel like it's a part of your next step?
Yeah, it definitely is. Some of the guys, call me OG and like vet, and I'm like, I consider myself a youngin still, So, but no, it's just being able to mentor those guys and teach those guys. It's been awesome, and having stepping into that leadership role is something I expect of myself as well as other vets.
Why is it important for you to be out here at voluntary OTAs?
Yeah, I think it's just important for me to just stay on consistent within my technique. I could be doing a lot of other things right now, but I choose to be here to just stay consistent and not lose a step.
Brandon, where do you think you've kind of grown the most from last summer? Obviously, you looked at as a safety, and then how the year you did at corner. Where do you think you've kind of grown the most, from that period through the course of the season to now?
Yeah, I think the main thing is playing faster. Being more. Just playing fast and seeing things before it happens and reacting to the right things and that comes with film study, that comes with being on the field and experiencing it myself. So I think just being able to play fast it allows me to make more plays.
Obviously, new DB's coach and Doug Mallory. I guess what stood out to you about him as a communicator, as a teacher?
Yeah, he's been awesome in meetings, and especially on the field. He's kind of more with the safeties and whatnot. So I'm not with him as much, but I see him talking to guys all the time and trying to help out where he can.
All right. Thank you, Brandon.
Cool, appreciate y'all.